ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final round of the Pokemon League World Championship. We have had Paul and Raihan and Wally and Lance in the finals. Paul thrashed Raihan in the first round, beating him by 5 Pokemon to 0. But Raihan did come back. 3 Pokemon victory against Paul in the second leg, but it wasn't enough. Paul moves on to the final rounds 5-3. Big battles there. 2 big wins, but Raihan wasn't big enough. We move on to Wally, who got beat both times by Lance, who up until this point hasn't won a single battle by anything less than 3 Pokemon, which is a statement for Lance. Lance has been utterly dominant so far this season. But Paul has also been very, very strong, taking down big names, Kieran and Raihan, to be the most notable. But now, it's between Paul and Lance to decide who will move on to face the world champion, Ash, for the title. Paul coming in after a very big win over Raihan, as we've mentioned, but he did lose by 3 Pokemon in the second leg, whereas Lance hasn't lost a battle since. Hasn't lost a battle at all yet, obviously. He didn't lose to Wally in the semi-finals at all. He goes in strong, very strong. As I said, up until I think it was the second battle with Wally, the second leg, I think. He hadn't won a battle by anything less than 3 Pokemon, which is unbelievable. So Lance is very, very dangerous, but Paul has also been working his way through very strong trainers. Lance hasn't, when you think about it, hasn't really had that level of competition. It's been a very much an opposite sort of route to the finals for these 2 trainers, which with Paul having to take down big champions like Kieran, like Raihan. Although Raihan isn't a champion, but he is on that level. He was a member of the Masters 8. So it is gonna be a challenge for Paul, I think. It is gonna be a challenge to take on Lance. Dragon Dance is probably gonna be the biggest problem that Paul's gonna have to face. But Paul's switching strategies, Paul's being able to just switch Pokemon to almost anything, being able to play around his opponents so well with the switches. It could go either way. It really could. It all depends on whose strategy pays off the most. Paul's manipulation of the battle by constantly switching his Pokemon almost, or Lance's brute force, which damn nearly got him a sweep in the first round. Which that is a statement to make in the first round, that Lance is here to fight, Lance is here to win. But Paul has done very, very well to get to the finals, and he has been dominant. He has proved that he's a threat. And he has taken down some very big names. So this is going to be a very, very even final, I think. But it's Paul versus Lance. The winner will face Ash for the title. Season 2 of the Pokemon League World Championship is closing to its final 2 battles. The final of the bracket, and then we have the title match. Our first title match, because this is only the second season, and we didn't have a world champion in season 1. So we get an extra battle this season, which is nice. So that will be coming very soon. I hope everyone enjoys it. Paul versus Lance in the final for the winner of the Pokemon League World Championship Season 2. This is where it will be decided.